Kemi froze, her hand still on the door handle. Inside the room, she heard Sade's hushed voice. "We have to stop Kemi," Sade whispered. "Every man wants her. It's not fair." Kemi's heart thumped hard against her ribs. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. That was Sade, her best friend, talking about her. Then Tolu's voice joined in. "She always gets the best men. It's time she faced some trouble." Kemi felt a cold shiver run down her spine. Her own friends were plotting against her. They were going to make her look bad, she just knew it. Kemi quietly moved away from the door, a knot tightening in her stomach. She loved her friends, but their envy was a sharp knife. The next evening, Kemi had a big date. She was meeting an important new client, Mr. Emeka, at a fancy restaurant. She wore a beautiful blue dress, feeling hopeful. As she walked in, she saw Sade and Tolu sitting at a nearby table, pretending not to see her. Her stomach churned. She knew this was their chance to strike. She sat down and waited for Mr. Emeka. Soon, a waiter came and poured a drink for her. It looked like orange juice. Kemi took a sip, but it tasted funny, very bitter. Just then, Mr. Emeka arrived. He was a tall, kind-looking man with a warm smile. They started talking about business. As Kemi spoke, she felt a strange lightheadedness. Her words started to slur a little. She looked at Sade and Tolu across the room. They were both smirking. Kemi suddenly understood. They had put something in her drink to make her look foolish in front of Mr. Emeka. Panic started to rise. She needed to be sharp and professional for this meeting. She felt herself wobbling. "Are you all right, Miss Kemi?" Mr. Emeka asked, his brow furrowed with concern. Kemi tried to steady herself. I'm not feeling so well," she mumbled. She felt tears welling up, not from the drink, but from the pain of her friend's betrayal. Just then, a man from a few tables away stood up. He was very handsome, dressed in a sharp suit. He walked towards their table. "Excuse me," he said, his voice calm. "I couldn't help but notice. Miss Kemi, you seem unwell. Perhaps you should step out for some fresh air." Kemi looked at him confused. She had never seen him before. Mr. Emeka looked surprised too. "Do you know her?" he asked. The handsome man smiled. "Not personally, but I've heard good things about her work, and I've been watching your friends over there." He nodded subtly towards Sade and Tolu, who suddenly looked very uncomfortable. "It seems they might have helped with your drink." Kemi's jaw dropped. The man, whose name was Segun, then offered, "My driver can take you home, Miss Kemi. We can reschedule your meeting, Mr. Emeka." Kemi felt a wave of relief. She nodded, grateful. Segun helped her up, his hand gently on her arm. She could hear Sade and Tolu whispering furiously as she left the restaurant with Segun. The next day, Kemi received a huge bouquet of flowers. The card read, "I hope you are feeling better. Call me if you'd like to talk, Segun." Kemi smiled, a genuine smile this time. Segun had seen through her friend's plot. He had seen her kindness and her struggle. She called Segun. Segun turned out to be a very rich and good man. He was honest, caring, and had a big heart. He had been at the restaurant for a business dinner too. He had overheard Sade and Tolu's plot and watched them put something in her drink. He had been impressed by Kemi's grace and how she tried to handle a bad situation, even when her own friends tried to hurt her. Kemi and Segun started spending a lot of time together. They fell deeply in love. Her envious friends, Sade and Tolu, watched from afar. They saw Kemi driving around in a fancy car, always laughing and happy with Segun. Their wicked plan had backfired completely. Instead of reigning Kemi, they had pushed her right into the arms of the man of her dreams, a man who truly saw her worth. Kemi learned that true beauty comes from within, and sometimes bad things happen just so good things can find you. If you love this story, please make sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any story, and also share the video with your family and friends.